All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, Greenwood Stock Trading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, shout out to my bro, Big from Texas. He said this on Twitter. I didn't even know. I seen on the Source magazine, I looked it up, that the charges have been dropped against Tory Lanez stemming from, what was it, a couple years ago in July. Allegedly, Tory Lanez had shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. But let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Check out the music and entertainment playlist. I appreciate everybody sharing the video. It's the best way to donate. Just keep sharing the video. I appreciate the love and support. But I'm not surprised, man, because when people started to walk back their story, like Charlamagne the God was like, first day we were, guys like me and Charlamagne, and I use allegedly, was pretty much, prosecuting Tory Lanez and, saying that he was guilty. But the more and more you hear that Megan Thee Stallion was like, I tried to spare you and this, that, and the third. And, we may never know what's going to happen in that incident. But pretty much the court of public opinion wasn't in that car. It wasn't good for Tory Lanez. It wasn't good for Megan Thee Stallion because whoever pool party was at Jenner or one of them girls, they was going to ride with Tory. Okay? Security guard was going to ride with Tory. She broke up with her best friend, her and her best friend don't see eye to eye no more, Kelsey. So you had multiple people that was gonna side with Tory. 3 people in the car that's gonna side with Tory. So I get it. And it wasn't that. I'm not sure. I don't think Megan could have dropped the charges. Because if you ever been in a dispute, like, you get into a domestic dispute, and your husband or your girlfriend could be like, well, I don't drop the charges, but the state will pick up the charges. So really, this was about the state picking up the charges. And if Megan Thee Stallion didn't cooperate, then they didn't have a story. So it wasn't that she dropped the charges because the state picked it up. It was more about the state dropping them. It was more about her not cooperating, and that was on her. If she didn't want to cooperate because she felt it was bad for her image, or she felt like something was gonna come out that wasn't gonna be in her opinion. But she's a female, so I really gotta understand what happened, because if she got shot directly in the foot, this was on some Harlem Night stuff. If she got shot directly in the foot, you wouldn't be using your foot. So this was really like buckshots, that really hit her foot. And what I think happened, I don't want to speculate. I thought Tory Lanez shot up in the air, or attempted to shoot up in the air to break up the commotion in the car. And it was a bad judgment by him. And I think the buckshots or something ricocheted and hit her in the foot. But for the charge to be dropped, Tory Lanez was making music, basically defending himself, and everybody prosecuted him before he had his day in court, which his day in court never came. What else can we say? What more can I say? I just really want to know what happened. But for her not to be fighting tooth and nail and cooperating, just seemed fishy. Like, what did she have to lose in that car? Because you hear stories about her and her best friend sharing Tory Lanez not knowingly together. What happened from the pool party to the car that she could have been at fault? You know what I'm saying? Because if she was at fault or something, I'm thinking that they probably brought charges on her. So what did she have to lose image-wise? People saying she a snitch. You can't be no snitch if you ain't no snitch if you got a victim of a gunshot, ricochet or wound. She ain't no gangster. That's a woman. Now she was banging, like, throwing up the gang signs and all that shit. Then yeah, you can't. That's a domestic dispute. And if he shot her in the foot and she going all the way in to prosecute him or get him prosecuted, man, what sucker type of dude gonna cream a woman who really talk about, her body and talk about sex? She don't talk about bang, bang, I'm gonna shoot a nigga in the cap, boom, boom. She wasn't on no CB4 Albert shit. People like, what is CB4? Some young guys like, what is CB4? better go watch CB4, man. It's all about y'all rappers today. Coming straight out of the low cast, crazy motherfucker named Gusto. I'm black. You gotta see CB4 if you haven't seen it. That's like Chris Rock in rare form, right? I love that movie. Loved it when I was younger, but you know, she wouldn't have no gangster persona. She wasn't Eazy-E. So I was all with her going to prosecute Tory. Tory really did wrong. But after a while, she was trying to profit off of it, and people was giving her sympathy. She was on whatever show Saturday Night Live talking about black women are the most unprotected creatures, and she started to milk it. I'm like, if I'm getting shot and I'm an ordinary citizen, I'm not gonna be trying to milk it. People say, well, yeah, CJ, people been shot before. And yeah, we know people that had gangster persona like Tupac. I get it, but from her, who was glorified being shot in a rap game? Well, male or female, who glorified being shot? Then go to court and try to charge and prosecute, get somebody prosecuted. Come on, who do that? You know, what gangster rapper, you know, glorify being shot and then try to get somebody prosecuted, honestly? Honestly, who do that? Where they do that at? You know, and that's all I'm saying. Like, if she wanted to go there and prosecute Tory Lanez and he was really guilty, I support her. You know, because Tory Lanez a high head. Remember he pulled up on, remember he was challenging everybody to battle rap him, and he was going against Ace Hoodie boy. What's the old boy name? I forget his name. I forget the dude's name, but he Don Q. He was holding his own though. He destroyed Don Q, and then the Canadian dude Dax came in. He destroyed Tory. Like, it was better than anything Tory had done in the diss while. He pulls up on Dax, and you didn't see the guns, but you seen the video, and try to, you know, get mad at him for this. Like, get out of here, dude. He a little hothead, you know. He must have a lot of ties in the industry to keep him out of getting in trouble. I think his ties are almost strong as Drake's. Cause I'm surprised they ain't deported his black ass for real. I'm surprised they ain't deported Cuz. All the issue, he got into that drug issue down there in Fort Lauderdale or South Florida. Come on, something a little bit suspicious with Tory Lanez getting away with all this shit. I ain't saying any snitching, but one thing about Tory, he's talented. But during this whole process of him possibly getting, you know, he already got prosecuted, but getting charged, being guilty, or being charged and he already charged and being prosecuted and getting called guilty, he was making fun of Megan the whole time. So one of a few things had to happen. Either they got back together and he busting them cheeks again, or Megan was guilty, or she was scared to prosecute him for whatever reason, or she got paid off. One of the three things, or a few things I can't think of it. Then, you know, hopefully this will be a lesson to him to settle down. He got that little short man complex, and I fought more short people than anything. I don't know what it was with short people. They always had some type of complex, and 9 times out of 10, I ain't started. I got my ass up before. I ain't one of them niggas. I ain't never lost in the street. I lost. Can't be perfect all the time. I ain't no Floyd Mayweather, but it was always a short motherfucker. I ain't losing no short motherfucker though. You know, but it was always the short ones. They always had something to prove. They always had some type of little anger issue, and they just had something to prove. And I wasn't nobody that was looking for a fight. You know, most times I would finish that shit. You know, that was my thing. I ain't go looking for a fight. When I got older, I wasn't looking for it, but wanted to finish it. But with Tory Lanez, man, he get into another incident, dude. They need to prosecute him or deport him out of America. You know, he just be angry for no reason. Like, nigga, you 5'5". How could be angry busting Megan Thee Stallion cheeks? How you can wake up angry next to that? And you was busting down our best friend. What you angry for? Then he had the incident where allegedly he beat down an old girl. I ain't gonna say her name. He beat down an old girl in the Miami complex. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Airhead that be on Adam No Jumper. But like I said before, man, it had to be something to it with Megan. Either, you know, she got paid off, or somebody in the industry said don't do it, or she had something to lose in the whole case. That was my thing about it, man. That was highly suspicious, because we know, anybody that know anything about guns, I mean, if you play Call of Duty, you collect guns. If I shoot your ass with whatever caliber gun, I done seen dudes when I was in high school sneak 22s and 25s. They would wrap them bitches in saran wrap, and they would stick them in the Vaseline jar. And they kind of put a little Vaseline and they stick 22s to 25. I seen some of my people, my classmate or peers, they sneak they stash their gun outside the school or across the street. I went to school with savages. I had friends that sold dope. I had friends that did it all. They shot niggas, that robbed you. You know, you had those type of friends, man. Because that's just the type of school I went to. You know, I went to the private schools, to the performing arts school. I went to the public schools. I was just somebody that knew how to fit in. I lived in the hood my whole life, so anything, if they sent me to a white school, I knew how to fit in. You know, some people don't know how to fit in. No matter what area they in. Some people you can tell they come to the hood and they it's the hood. You know, they don't belong there. I grew up in multiple hoods. Real talk, I grew up in multiple hoods. So I go to my grandparents' house. I grew up in Inkster. I knew niggas in Saigon, knew niggas in the gardens. You know what I'm saying? Knew them all. But, you know, one thing that being in the hood teach you do, and when you kind of just see a lot of your peers or your family members, like, one thing I never want to do is be a gangster. I ain't want to sell dope. I ain't want to do none of that shit. Fuck that. Just wasn't me. You know, I don't own too many guns. Not on any anymore. You know, I got one. You know, but I don't carry one. But that was just me. You know, but some dudes want to portray that gangster persona. I think Tory Lanez, you know, he want to keep up this image, but you the same nigga. Same dude. He a talented motherfucker. He rap better than Drake. He write his own raps probably too, and he sing better than Drake. You out the hood, you know what I'm saying? But then again, you know, remember he was trying to fight old boy. When him and old boy, he just a hothead. He ain't ran across the right one. Cause he make a mistake and shoot somebody and shoot the right, you know, or attempt to shoot somebody's foot. You know how many niggas like be on his head if he shot Lil Kim in the foot or something like that, dude? How many niggas been? Or he shot the right one. He shot somebody's foot in Detroit or Cleveland or shit, you know, somewhere in Texas or LA, man. Y'all remember my man's Dollar that was a rapper? He was trying to holler at old girl in LA. I forget what the name of the mall. I don't think it was in Baldwin. It was some mall out there. I don't think it was Baldwin Hills Mall, but and old boy shot him for trying to take his girl. And he ended up losing his life. You know, who the fuck is that dude, the light-skinned dude? So, I mean, Tory Lanez he's just lucky right now. He know when to do that shit. But talented artists, and at the end of the day, Megan still got hit in her foot somehow, some way. So I don't know how they gonna keep how they got her to, you know, not to cooperate, but it is what it is. But Tory lives another day. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, all my social media links in the description. Fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. We also got a Facebook group, all the links in the description. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App CJGood313. That's in the description. PayPal there as well. Two best way to donate. Share the video. Check out our music and entertainment playlist. Let me know what you feel in the comment section. Appreciate the love, support. One time for one time. We gone.